Hi guys, I'm Divya from Sustainability Struggles, and today I want to share some sustainable fashion tips with you. Tip number one would be to repurpose old pieces of clothing that you have in your wardrobe. Just take out the piece of clothing, try it on, try to see what's not working with that article of clothing, and try to think of new creative ways you can repurpose it. For example, if you have an old pair of jeans, maybe you can just cut off the legs of the jeans and convert it into denim shorts. So that's just one of the ideas. There are lots of ideas on the internet, and you can try to repurpose anything and everything that is old in your wardrobe. Tip number two, everybody has watched those videos of how you can style one dress in 10 different ways, 5 different ways, or one pair of leggings in XYZ number of ways. Try to do that. Try to look at the pieces of clothing that you have and try to think of new and creative ways you can wear those articles of clothing. So that ways, instead of buying new clothing, you are using the clothing that you already have in new and creative ways. Tip number three would be to make a list of all the things that you want to buy. Now, what this allows you to do is to take a step back and look at your requirements, look at your needs, look at your wants, and try to reassess what exactly is it that you really, really need, and what is something that you can live without, or something that you can think of an alternative for. So, it's very important for you to make a list of all the items that you feel you want to buy. Tip number four would be to look for alternative sources of meeting your fashion needs. You could beg, borrow, and steal from your family, your siblings, from your friends, whoever you have common fashion interests with. You could also look for websites and social media platforms that sell secondhand clothing. The great thing about second-hand clothing is that it doesn't really have to look old if it's sourced from the right place. For example, this top that I'm wearing right now is from a second-hand store called The Shop Retold, and I have visited their store many a times, and I bought lots of articles of clothing that are all second-hand. So I am buying literally clothes that look brand new at probably a fraction of the price, and they are well maintained, well curated, so there is no issues of having that old clothing smell or whatever, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And that ways you are extending the life cycle of a fashion product, which is something that is really, really important to do. You can always use hand me down clothing from your elder siblings or even your parents, because some things never really go out of style, so you just have to think of ways to style those pieces of clothing. And of course, if there's a special occasion that's coming up, instead of going out and buying a brand new article of clothing, you could rent out outfits. Now, there are a lot of websites and a lot of platforms that allow you to do that. I'm going to display their name on the screen right now so you can check them out as well. So, all of these tips will help you to be more sustainable in your fashion. If you have any other sustainable fashion tips of your own, please share them with me in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.